That's it, too.
That was real common, you know.
Yeah.
I always wondered how Edward Schmidt ended up knowing Charles Schuler, you know, and working for Charles Schuler. He married
He married a Schuler.
A
He
Schuler.
married a Schuler.
Yeah, but how did he?
But that's what Betty was telling me, because I asked her where Grandpa Schmidt grew up. And she claims where the Henry Schmidt farm is, that is back beyond that. Her dad used to say, her dad Urban, used to tell her that way back on the prairie in a two-room house is where they all grew up. In a two-room house, like 12 people, you know, like.
You're talking about the Schmidts, right?
I'm talking about Henry Schmidt's family, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Henry and Meg Schmidt had, I think they had probably six, I think she said 6 kids, and they grew up in a two-room house way out in the country. And I said, well, Don Borcherding told Marilyn that he said back there behind the country club someplace, that's where Grandpa Schmidt grew up with his family. Grandpa Schmidt and Henry Schmidt.
Okay.
But like I say, I'll get all that information to you, because I talked to Betty for a long time today, and she was telling me a few things, but she said she's got it all on paper.
Okay.
So I'll get that to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Mom actually, she was asking around, you know, who to talk to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think this is all pretty much.
Well, what I think is so interesting is to know when they came to this country and where they came from, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh
And
yeah.
that's what, I don't know anything about her family like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mom did this for me. It has some people on there.
Who's the Navy guy there?
That's my Uncle Mel. That's
Oh, I see.
my
That's
grandpa's
on your
brother.
On your mom's side.
Yeah, yeah. There's my mom right there.
Oh, you are kidding. I would never guess that in a million years.
Yeah, there's my mom.
I'll be darned.
No kidding. Oh my
She was the
gosh.
oldest grandchild of my great-grandma and great-grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
And she was actually older than, I think, one of my grandpa's brothers.
Oh, yeah.
So, and she was there like every weekend, you know, so she was like part of the
How
family.
cute. That is a cute picture.
Hmm.
And I'm the oldest great-grandchild. So I'm the same age as some of the grandchildren.
Oh.
That's just more pictures of. My grandpa was in the Navy too.
Is
That's
that
my
right?
grandpa.
I'll be darned. I had a brother who was in the Navy.
Nope. No, here's an interesting picture too. This is all my grandpa's brothers and sisters. And there's my great grandma and my great grandpa.
All of them are
That's
brothers?
the whole family there. Yep.
Oh, you're cute.
Wow.
Boy, is that a nice picture. Now, that's your grandpa.
Yep.
Okay.
He's the oldest.
And where is your grandma?
Oh, this
Oh,
is
that's
just
just,
the brothers and
okay,
sisters.
that's just the brothers and sisters, okay. Wow.
Boy, I tell you, that's...
How many of them are still alive?
There's 3 of them. I think. Let's see.
Now, your grandpa was the oldest, right?
Yeah. Robert, or no, Bob is still alive. Albert's still alive. Mel's still alive. And Flo. Well, of the 3, I think all the women are still alive. But there's 3 brothers that are still, or 3 or 4. 3 brothers died. Chuck died.
Yeah, it's really, yeah, I can see your dad on here. So there's
My
one,
dad.
I mean your grandpa.
Okay, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are you saying that there was 11 brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, boy, that's
Well,
quite a family.
Yeah,
isn't it?
there's actually, I think, 12, but one died in
Oh, okay.
infancy.
Hmm,
They count those
Boy,
two.
that's really a great picture. And is anybody on here that I know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, they were at my mom and dad's wedding.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That
you mean on
picture-
here?
Yeah.
That's my grandpa. And that's my great grandpa. And his brothers and sisters. They're just younger there.
Uh-huh. Well, that picture of Bonnie is really cute.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Oh, you should see. She was like the cutest child. Really, I mean, it's just so photogenic.
She is really pretty.
And I've been spending so much time scanning all my grandma's pictures because they took a lot of pictures.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Which is, oh, there's something in my, this, I don't know where I got this. This is Herman.
Oh, okay. Now, I've got this too. She probably got this from Liz Petrasic, maybe, huh?
Okay.
Okay, because I've got this one too. I'm pretty sure. Joseph. And you know, Connie's, let's see, Connie's 8th grader is going to school with a Joseph Herman's kid. What the heck is his name? Is it Nick? Whatever it is. And it's a Joseph Herman. He says, yeah, he's got relatives over here in Illinois.
Hmm.
But this is Joe Herman, Herrmann.
Yeah, Mom had down here for the Hermans, Anna.
Anna Sitlowski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's also Joanne Kriebel.
Kriebel, yeah. And she used to work at the library and she doesn't anymore. But she's our first cousin.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you might want to see this here. It's pretty hard to figure out because it's like German. They've got the
Yeah.
German names.
Yeah.
You know.
But, oh, okay, we gotta start telling some
Oh,
stories here. I don't
yes.
know how much, I got like 30 minutes.
You
maybe.
know, well, you want me to tell you some jokes, or?
Yeah, we can
I
tell
can
some
do
jokes.
that, yeah.
Well, actually, I wanted to know if you could tell a story about how Earl got shot in Korea.
Oh, well, the way I was told, that he was over in Korea the same time I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in engineers, but he wound up, the fighting guys, And he went over to Korea, and I think the war was stalled. They first, the North Koreans came down and run everybody down the south, and then we sent help over there, Marines, and they run them all the way back to this certain parallel, I can't remember the name of it, and then they were stalled, and there was a line where he was, and they were dug in. They had railroad ties and dug in, and it wasn't very far away. There was the North Koreans were the same way,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't very far apart. And what Earl did, he was a machine gunner on the back of a truck. And at nighttime, there'd be two guys on the back of the truck, and I suppose one guy driving, and they would run right up in the North Korean lines, and he was sitting on the back, two guys sitting on the back, and each one had like 4 machine guns, that, were operated on a tripod like that. And they'd run up there and shoot the hell out of everything and then come back. And so anyway, Earl, it was daytime, and he was in his bunker or whatever the hell, and so he got kind of hungry, and he remembered that he had a box of Hi-Ho crackers in that truck. And so he thought, well, what the heck, I'm going to run out real quick and get that box of crackers out of there, and then I'll run back. And they must have been watching him,
Mm-hmm.
from on the line. They seen him run out there, and they fired a, oh, what the heck you call it,
Bazooka.
There's some-
bazooka.
another- it's
Well, you know,
another name for
it's,
bazooka.
they drop a
Yeah,
missile in a little thing and
I forgot what they
and it
call
landed right
Yeah.
alongside of him. It blew a big hole in his stomach and blew a hole in his
Skull.
head. And so then they got him out and patched him up a little bit, and then they sent him to Japan on a helicopter or something, you know. And he was in the hospital a long time then. And then they sent him back to the United States, and they sent him down to a hospital kind of down south somewhere. And then they put a plate in his head, you know. And then he came home after that, but boy, just,
And
No.
you know, I recently found out that Clarence Metter, his cousin, his first cousin,
Uh-huh.
was helping take care of him when they
yeah,
they took him
he was in the
to the
army.
hospital.
He was a medic, you
Medic,
know,
yeah.
and he was at that hospital down there